Hello, welcome to WAEC 2018 Chemistry Theory. Question number 3, 3b, Roman figure 2. The question says, describe briefly how enthalpy of neutralization reaction of dilute hydrochloric acid and aqueous potassium hydroxide could be determined. This is just as the reaction between hydrochloric acid and aqueous potassium hydroxide to give potassium chloride and water. Then we are asked to determine the heat evolved during these reactions, and we cannot determine this heat evolved during the reaction of potassium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid through a balanced chemical equation. Hence, an instrument is used to determine the heat of neutralization reaction, and the instrument is calorimeter. Then the reaction between hydrochloric acid give potassium chloride and water. Then the equimolar solution of hydrochloric acid and potassium hydroxide are prepared separately. Then a known volume of the acid is placed in a calorimeter, or we call it polystyrene beaker, and the temperature recorded. The same volume of the potassium hydroxide solution at the same temperature is poured into the calorimeter and the mixture stirred gently. Now the maximum temperature of the mixture is recorded. So we now have the heat lost in the reaction equals to the heat gain by the solution formed. So the enthalpy of neutralization, that is H, or neutralization, is equals to mass of solution multiplied by the specific capacity of water multiplied by change in temperature. Now I define calorimeter as an apparatus for measuring the heat generated or absorbed by either a chemical reaction, change of phase, or some other physical change. Now the balanced chemical equation for the reaction, that is the neutralization reaction, is this. So we have hydrochloric acid, which is HCl, react with potassium hydroxide, that is KOH. Then it gives potassium chloride and water. Now to determine the heat of the enthalpy, that is the heat evolved, that is the enthalpy of neutralization reaction, we have the equimolar solution of hydrochloric acid and potassium hydroxide. Hydrochloric acid and potassium hydroxide are prepared separately. So we prepare the equimolar of potassium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid separately. Then a known volume of the acid, is placed. So we placed it in a calorimeter. So we place it in a calorimeter, or we call it polystyrene beaker, and the temperature is recorded, So we record the temperature. So the same volume of potassium hydroxide, KOH, solution, potassium hydroxide solution, at the same temperature, is poured into the calorimeter. Is poured into the calorimeter just as to measure the heat. So it's poured into the calorimeter, and the mixture is stirred gently. And the mixture is stirred gently. So we stir the mixture gently. So the maximum temperature of the mixture, is recorded. Then you can say that the heat loss in the solution is equals to the heat gained by the solution. Then the enthalpy of neutralization, that is our H of neutralization, is given as mass of solution multiplied by, so the mass of solution, so is multiplied by specific capacity of heat, specific capacity of water times change in temperature, Then you can divide the calorimeter. So the calorimeter is apparatus. Calorimeter is apparatus used for measuring. So it is used for measuring the heat generated or absorbed by either a chemical reaction, change of phase, or some other physical changes, So this is the definition of calorimeter. It is the apparatus used for measuring the heat generated or absorbed by either a chemical reaction, change of phase, or other physical changes. So this is just the answers to the questions asked, that is to describe briefly how enthalpy of neutralization of reaction of dilute hydrochloric acid and aqueous potassium hydroxide could be determined. So if you like this video, click like and subscribe to our YouTube channel tclassify.com, and you can also visit our website on WAEC uni.com. Thank you. God bless you.